Welcome to PSYOP. On this week's episode, we're speaking with two Marines, and we're going to discuss the core PSYOP program and how it differs from the Army. So let's get into it. All right, welcome to the show, guys. If you can, introduce yourselves and let the audience know who you are, what your background is, and then we'll get into this.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. Thanks a lot for hosting us, first of all. It's great to be here. I think we're the first Marines to be on the show, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Thanks for the invite. I'm Major Kyle Kirch. Currently, I'm the PSYOP company commander up at the Marine Corps Information Operations Center, which is in Quantico, Virginia.
Okay.
Just my background in a nutshell, I've been in the Marine Corps for a little over 10 years. I'm an artillery officer by trade, so the bulk of that 10 years has been spent either in a firing battery or in fire support billets or artillery-related billets. So
Okay.
a little bit new to the PSYOP community. I went to POQC last summer and then took over as company commander last fall.
Okay.
So coming up on close to a year in the PSYOP field.
Awesome. And then
Hey, like I said, thanks for having me. So I'm Staff Sergeant Jasper Rankin. Currently, I'm serving as the cadre over here at SWIC. I've been doing that for the last couple months. Been doing SLAT for about 5 years. Came over in 2015. I was handpicked.
And selected.
From there, I've done deployments, world exercises, gone and done some things. So I'm happy to be here and share the story.
Awesome. So with the Marine Corps PSYOP program, I guess in itself, how does it work? Is it a voluntary thing? Do you join it? How big is it? Let's just dive into that a little bit.
I think we should probably start with the timeline first.
Okay.
So PSYOP in the Marine Corps as an official MOS for enlisted is very new. It's 2018 is when it officially came online.
Correct.
And the opportunity for the enlisted Marines to lat move from their primary MOS into PSYOP. That's when they first had that opportunity. And then for officers, it's still very much in the works as far as creating a designated career field for PSYOP.
Okay.
And so I'm very aware, like for the Army, you all have had PSYOP as a career field for decades, and for officers as well. So I would say Marine Corps PSYOP is very nascent, and we're just building the MOS from scratch.
Okay.
I guess not entirely from scratch, but mostly starting in 2018. Prior to 2018, there were Marines in the PSYOP field in the Marine Corps deploying in a PSYOP capacity with MUs and potentially also with MARSOC, but they were only doing that as a broadening assignment, or we call it a B-billet.
Okay.
So it's mostly sergeants would finish up their first term in their primary MOS and then get selected or get orders to be a PSYOP Marine, mostly at McKayok, and then they would deploy. So they would go through the pipeline. They would get the MOS, but they wouldn't do a lat move into the career field like they
So
like
it's
they do
just
now.
like a detail that go do it for a couple of years and then go back.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now it's more of like a permanent structured thing. So is it an entrance level thing? Can a civilian join the Marine Corps and instantly become PSYOP, or do they have to serve in a regular MOS, meet certain requirements, and then apply and ultimately enter the pipeline? How does that work?
Yeah, at this time they have to serve time in their primary MOS first, and then the recruiting section is currently targeting senior corporals, junior sergeants, so mostly Marines that are at the end of their first term, and so they would have to apply once they've had that certain amount of time in grade as a corporal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming. It definitely has been an illuminating conversation for me, at least. I didn't know any of this before entering, honestly, about like the MU and how logistically that whole thing works. So I've learned a lot, and I hope the audience has learned a lot. And if anyone out there is interested, I'm going to provide some links that you can find in the description below, either on the video or in the podcast description wherever you're listening. But thank you for tuning in, and thank you guys for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.